Welcome to the Manager Lab, where we delve into the increasingly dynamic world of talent management. In each episode, we will unravel key insights, break down the most relevant books and articles, and provide actionable tips to optimize your approach in developing and retaining top talent. Stay tuned for a deep dive into the art, science, and strategy of unlocking your team's full potential. Let's enter the Manager Lab. Well, welcome back to the lab. Today I want to talk about something every leader says they value, but not every leader truly invests in, and that's training. When budgets tighten or deadlines pile up, training is often the first thing that gets postponed. We'll get to it later. But here's the truth. Later becomes expensive. According to Harvard Business Review, training doesn't just pay off once, it pays off twice. It boosts performance and it strengthens retention. And in today's environment where skilled talent is hard to find and even harder to keep, that matters now more than ever. So today, let's reframe training, not as a cost, not as a perk, but as one of the most powerful leadership tools you have in your tool belt. So here's the big idea: why training pays off twice. The research is clear on this. When employees receive meaningful training, they perform better, so skills improve, confidence rises, mistakes decrease, productivity increases, safety improves. They're more likely to stay. Number two, employees interpret training as a signal that you matter. We believe in you and we see a future with you here. That second payoff is often overlooked. Training builds loyalty because it builds trust in the organization. It builds trust in the systems. People don't leave companies. They leave environments where they feel stagnant, unseen, or underprepared. And training directly addresses all three of those. So, why do managers matter in this equation? Well, here's the critical insight. Training itself doesn't create value, its application does. That's a really important point. Not the training, it's the application. An application lives or dies with the manager. So, you can have the best designed training in the world, but if managers don't talk about it, don't reinforce it, don't model it, then it becomes a check-the-box exercise. We've all been there. On the other hand, when managers actively support learning, training turns into behavior change. So great managers don't ask, did you complete the training? They ask, what did you learn and how are you using it? So key takeaway number one, training signals belief. When you invest in someone's development, you're sending a powerful message. You're worth the investment. That message fuels motivation, it increases discretionary effort, and it deepens commitment. In contrast, when training is absent, employees often assume the opposite. There's no growth here. I've hit a ceiling. So training isn't just about skill, it's about belief in your organization and trust in your organization. Key takeaway number two, learning is a retention strategy. The article makes this very clear. Employees who see a future for themselves inside the organization are far more likely to stay with your organization. So career development doesn't always mean promotions. Often it means just learning something new or being trusted with more responsibility or growing capability and confidence. When managers are able to connect the training to real opportunities, retention takes care of itself. So here's a few actionable tips for managers. Let's make this practical. Here's 5 simple things that you can do immediately. Number one, set the context before training. Before someone attends training, tell them why it matters. What problem will it help them solve? What skill do you want them to strengthen? Purpose drives engagement. Number 2, debrief after every training. Ask these 3 questions. What stood out? What will you do differently now? And then how can I support you? This turns learning into action. Number 3, model continuous learning. So talk openly about what you're working on, what you're learning, what you learned from the training. When managers learn, teams follow their lead. Number 4, create space to practice. So new skills need repetition. So build time into meetings or projects or one-on-ones to apply what was learned in the training. And then fifthly, recognize growth, not just results. Call out effort, call out progress and improvement. People double down on behaviors that get noticed. So here's the leadership truth that I'll leave you with today. Training isn't a reward for top performers, it's how you create them. When you invest in developing people, you don't just get better results, you build stronger teams, deeper trust, and a culture where people want to stay and grow. The bottom line is training pays off twice, once in performance and once in commitment. And great managers make both happen. Well, thanks for listening. And until next time we meet in the Manager Lab, do good work.